Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is May 15th through 21st. Sorry, I got water all over my shirt because I'm a child, apparently. But let's see, Virgo. Oh, there we go. Hedonist. Inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrate the beauty in itself. You're not worrying so much, Virgo. This week, you're more like exploring your passions and your feelings. So you're not holding back. You're not doing the right thing. You are exploring your feelings and things you've held back. It's like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta work. I gotta make all this happen. But now you're in more of a mental state of, it kind of feels like, I only live once, so I need to enjoy it. That's what it feels like. Up from the depths. Yeah, releasing difficulty. So you get a chance to have fun, quote unquote. Explore, check things out, see how you feel about certain situations and people. It's like you kept yourself retreated for a reason. That's all I can get for right now. There is a reason why you did it. You just didn't do it just to do it. Whether it's work or to get a better understanding or to feel like it was the right time to wait, see if somebody respects you the way they should. It could be a lot of reasons. And then we have Magician in the Mirror. So the reason why things are changing this week is because... Let me give you an example. So like I said, let's say you stepped away from something for a second to make sure, like, let's say you didn't have time to be in love. You didn't have time to try to placate with someone. You were like, oh, I got business to tend to. Like, I got work to deal with. I have my life. I got things to do. So I feel like this week is the week where you're like, okay, so at first and in my mind, it was a great idea. It was a great idea. It made sense. But this has gone on just a little bit too long. And I need to reach out. Or I need to experience this. It's like love. It's like if you're in high school and you have a crush on someone, you can be giving them energy vibes as much as you want to. In your mind, you're writing their name in a little notebook. They're not going to know that you like them unless you tell them. It's like love is interactive. That it's one of those things that are interactive. Like the abundance and money, the law of abundance. It's interactive. You don't just wish for it. You have to play into it. You have to get into the wavelength. And that's what this feels like to me. So Virgo, I feel like you're getting into the wavelength of whatever this is. And I'm going to use the word passion because it feels like you're passionate about something. Okay. It's like you're allowing yourself to be drawn to something this week that makes you happy, like not just like something you're passionate about. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Temperance in reverse. You haven't been the nicest, okay? With your words and your choices, it's very much like I'm choosing myself, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of things coming at you too that you needed to resolve and fix and things like that. So I feel like that has been on your mind and that's what you've really been focusing on, really. But it feels as though it's caused conflict in other areas of your life that you particularly want to pursue. Not that you don't want to deal with the other thing, but it's like, this is something that makes me happy or gives me passion or gives me drive. And I want to be a part of this, and I feel like it's been pulling you away from it and you're noticing that. I feel like you're tired of waiting. you know? And this is the week where you just kind of jump into it all and you're like, you know, I don't care, but this week it's about this thing that I want to do specifically, you know? And I don't feel like you're putting it to the back burner, like you're letting it go, but it's like you just want to explore that passion or those feelings that you have. So, yeah, it's like you're trying to rectify an injustice. That's what's happening, okay? You feel like this is unjust to you. So, you know, it's like if you ignore something, it's going to go away. You know, like that energy is going to dwindle and you're not going to allow that to happen. That's what I'm seeing here. So, it could be a relationship. It's feeling more towards love than anything else. As all the energy does, because that's what people worry about the most. Yeah, you can't control what's happening around you, but it's like you want to take a moment to sort of pause things to make sure that something else in your life doesn't close. You know, it's like you run the risk of something shutting down or something closing or something going away that you are fiercely passionate about or that you're interested in, and you need to spend time in that, you know. Yeah, definitely a step back from work, family, home stuff. And like seeking pleasure. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to deal with life things. Money, job. Like you're focused on getting that straight. But at the same time, you have a partner or something that you love, like a hobby that you have kind of blocked out of your life at the moment. So yeah, I feel like some time apart, some separation, but then there's this feeling of this is probably not good for the long term. So I'm going to take a break and find my person, or they're going to find you and be like, listen, we need to take this weekend to ourselves, and then you can go back to whatever and I can go back to whatever. But it's like I need to be refueled by you, or I need to figure out if this is what I'm taking with me into the future. You know what I mean? Like, are we meant to be? Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if there's something here, you know? That's what it feels like to me. All right, so let's see what's in the rest of your week, Virgo. It feels like you got overwhelmed about a work situation, like high anxiety or just worried about something. So you decided to like take precautions, shut people down, walk out of people's lives. You know, like it was like I need to be by myself to focus mentally on this one thing. That's what I see you doing. Yeah, the problem is it's this week, it's going on too long. That's what it is. And it's causing conflict in other areas of your life, you know, that are important to you. Yeah, whether this is a loved one or friends, I feel you connecting with someone that's going to help lighten up the situation. You know, I'm not saying that it's bad. I just feel like you need some time to like have fun, explore, or get emotional, sort of. Yeah. Leaving behind work or whatever you were working on, Virgo, to re-enter some part of your life that was emotionally fulfilling for you. This could be a person as well. I think it's a, you know, it's like you're understanding that they're not separate parts of your life. They all interact, right? Work, love, all that. That's why there's work-life balance, because they work in tandem. You know, you can't separate those things like this is work, this is this. You know, you don't go from a terrible day at work and come home and be like, life's spectacular. You know, you take that with you. So I feel like you're starting to see and understand that concept. Like, you have to balance love and work. You have to balance life and love and things like that. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to tell you what, Virgo, you feeling real good about yourself this week. You are. You should be completely proud of yourself, because I feel like you allowed a little bit of playfulness in your life at a time where you needed it. You felt like you needed this little bit of playfulness and you engaged in it. And you should be extremely proud of yourself, right? Instead of running away or backing down. I feel like there's an aura in this energy of you most of the time not doing that. Either because of anxiety, you don't want to do it, or it just doesn't seem logical. But I feel like you decided that not listening, it's like you took your own constructive criticism about yourself and used it wisely. You know, you're like, oh, I can just focus on work and I can be like dead set on work. But also, what about me? What about my feelings? What about emotions? What about this person I care about? What about my friends? And then you diverted, you know, to focusing on that and realizing how important it is. And now you're starting to balance the two. So I love that for you. All right, Virgo. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.